Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. Okay, so I'm actually just going to restart the video from here because me bumbling around in confusion is probably not super great to watch. So once again, when you play the game on the weekends and you don't take notes, things that you learned, I guess weeks ago don't exactly come back to you very quickly. So okay, to get the last Crystal Soul, we need to get into Aquanock or whatever the dungeon is to the southwest. The last place in full remote that we couldn't get to. To get there though, it sounds like you need to talk to Ilka, and so I went to the castle and they basically told me like, oh yeah, we know the coordinates for the castle, right? Because there's a teleportal in the Tower Magi, right? We've used that before to find, I think it was Patrick or Solborg, and you can look up the coordinates for Yorka's Tower, but should be a way to find it in the game, and it said briefly that they were found accidentally, and they should be on a pylon near there. So I thought at first it meant a pylon near the teleportal, but I'm thinking it might mean a pylon actually near the tower itself. So we are gonna recover the last Crystal Soul. I think that's a reasonable plan, but it sounds like we need to maybe first go north and finish exploring maybe that area, because yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think we've done the waterfall of Warrens actually. What was in the waterfall Warrens? I remember, I guess I don't have it on my note sheet here, but yeah, we got the Orb of Thornia, so it's not that. I don't remember what's in the waterfall Warrens, so we haven't done that. So maybe we'll continue exploring, because again, I don't remember seeing how to actually get to Ilka's tower. So maybe we need to, I guess, get closer to it. But regardless, we need to explore the waterfall ones. So I guess we could go kind of do that. Take a break from this main quest energy. Yeah, I guess since I'm restarting the video to save time, we kind of rearranged some of the items, so I think holding on's the same. Baldo is kind of the same. He currently has steel breastplate equipped, so his encumbrance might be a problem, but we gave him a ruby charm that we got, so he has good fire resistance now. We gave the giantish gauntlets to Ingraham, so he now has giant strength. So I think this gives like 3+ damage for each weapon. So actually, I guess that'd be best on Storm, but Storm already has the nimble gloves, which makes him better at thieving. Now, if you really want to min-max the game, you would basically, you're only using these when you're actually trying to unlock something, right? So you should unequip these when you're in combat, and whenever you're going to unlock something, you should re-equip them. I've never been a fan of doing that. Like, it just feels like a bit much. It's kind of a pain. I don't really want to deal with that, so I don't think we're going to do it, but yeah, so that would be the best play. We also, yeah, I guess everything else is the same. But yeah, we did get steel chainmail, which we gave to Storms. That's really nice. Okay, but yeah, let's continue exploring. I think we lost sight a little bit of, like, we got so focused on trying to finish the game, right? The idea of just getting these quick crystal souls, right, as fast as we could, that we kind of forgot that we haven't actually fully explored the map yet. So You know, I think we're going to do this, and if I have no idea how to progress after we explore this, then we're just going to deal with it, right? Like, I know that the dragons are important, Erica's important. We have the Onyx Scepter, which is good, because that's useful for the Empire Teleportal mission, which we could probably go ahead and do that. Like, that's related to one of the dragon layers. I don't remember which one, but one of the dragon layers, they basically turned into like an Empire base that we went to. And, you know, that was pretty cool. But yeah, see, I just don't even remember that. Like, that's how long it's been. And again, you know, completely my fault, right? Like, if you play this game, right, you should take notes. Especially if you don't play it on a super regular basis. But basically, yeah, this was... Yeah, I remember this. Does that lead it anywhere? I know this is new, right? Okay. We already explored this. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Right. And there's something there. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we've done and what we haven't done. So we're gonna run into groups of enemies that we need to fight, but okay. So this is like Empire lands. Right, we've done this before, actually. Right, but we never fully explored this, which is really interesting. Okay, so we basically briefly went here, and then we never continued on. Okay, because I'm like really confused, but I think this is good. So that also needs an Empire checkpoint. So where does this go? This goes here, and then right, we did Pyarch's Cave. Yeah, this place was huge. And I think this is where we got the Onyx Scepter from. I don't quite remember. I don't think you can continue on. You can. And we never explored this. Oh my gosh, we have so much left to do. I guess we'll start with this. We haven't fully explored the previous area. Right, that's how you get to it. Okay, but I don't know. We actually read this before. I remember that. That was a long time ago, but what I like about the water sections is you can explore without worrying about enemies. Now, if Jeff was innovative, well, he is innovative. I guess what I say is if he's diabolically innovative in Exile 3, he would have sea creatures that would attack you on the ship, so that you would have to have combat even in the water. Obviously, I don't want that, but it does come to mind. I don't think that's in the next game, thankfully. So okay. Yeah, so this is new, so this is cool. This is the Northern Islands, so again, we needed to do this anyway, and we're kind of looking for Aeolus Tower, right? It is kind of the northern part of the map. I remember we briefly, this might lead to a waterfall. No, that's a dead end. Okay. This is cool. Okay, let's see. Am I gonna be in an encounter? After several miles of marching, you reach a dead end in the passage. You start to turn away and disappointed when a glowing figure begins to materialize. Draw your weapons and wait, but the figure makes no hostile move. It grows more distinct, and you see it is a very small woman with short curly hair. She wears robes and has a very peaceful expression. Begins to speak. Greetings, exiles. I'm Aimee. I have left this land, fearing for my life, but I wish to leave behind some aid. Stay and listen, so I may speak into your mind. It's pretty weird sounding. So, this name sounds really familiar. Again, if I took notes, I could look back at the notes and see if we encountered this before, but name seems familiar. Now, we have had quite a few encounters where it seems good at first, and then it turns bad. We did save those, so we're gonna go ahead and wait. The shade moves towards you. She says, I am Aimee of Exile. I lived in the islands before the Empire came, traveling the worlds with my mind. Now I have left and will not return until it is safe again. Till I return, I leave a gift for you poor souls, fighting and dying for your land. Words and symbols start appearing in your mind, flying in like darts and enlarging them. The spell is my gift to you. Good luck. You now know the spell, Death Yours. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So that is... surely it's a mage spell, right? It's actually a level 7 spell with a cure spell. So yeah, this is really good, I think, because it's 10, but you can at least cast it twice, and that's already way more efficient than casting this once. Because I'll be honest, this is not a good spell. I don't like this spell. It's supposed to do good damage, but it just doesn't. I feel like, again, maybe I'm not using good spells, right? But I feel like Firestorm has fallen off. Fireball has kind of fallen off. Now, Firestorm is great AoE, okay, fine. But really, our best damaging spell is Flame Strike, which is, again, expensive, right? But it's great AoE. It does good damage. It does. I assume it's like holy damage, or not considered fire damage. I'm not completely sure, but I feel like we've used this on fire resistant things before, and it worked. I can't remember though, but yeah, Death Arrow seems like a great spell, and I'm excited to try it out. Again, 10 spell points. It's hard to justify that, right? I feel like you can summon a demon for 12, and that will, well, speaking of demons, and that will cast summon spells. It will cast AoE spells. It will do a lot of useful things that quickly, if it stays alive, will make it recoup its spell point cost pretty quickly. But again, situation, right, depends. I do believe there is a use case for every spell in the game. Right? I don't believe that you put in spells that are completely useless. It's just a small guardhouse stands on a hill overlooking the obstructions. Yeah, we read this before as well. And when you get close to the BLK, the archers up on the hill shout you if the aim is good, the ammo is plentiful, you go away before you get killed. Interesting. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to fight. But like, I don't think there's really just useless spells, right? It's like even now, I occasionally cast Minor Haste because it's really cheap, and if you're not slowed or you don't have encumbrance, this can get you up to like 6, maybe 8, like 8 AP, right? Which is really efficient. If you just want to quickly, do something goo, right? I feel like that's still good. Some of these I don't think we've ever cast, right? There's like a lot of stuff that we just never cast. Like this is quickly, this is like a spell you get at the start of the game. Web is something that's really good that we literally never use. Resist magic, we never really use that, but yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. And there's actually a secret. I swear we checked this though. I guess we missed it. So there's no, so it's a blockade. There's no boat on this side unless there's a level that is inside this place that you can remove this rock. Let's actually save. You approach a small stone guardhouse perched out here in the end of nowhere. You get close, a platoon of ultras come out and aim the arrows at you. Not sure who they are or why they're taking this instant dislike to you, but they seem perfectly willing to act on it. However, they don't seem to mind if you just want to leave. So, we're just gonna attack. You rush the ultras and they fan out to meet you. Champions. Okay. Again, we fought so many of these guys that, you know, would not be really afraid. Now, that being said, if they all target all mages, they could take out the mages, right? Yeah, not really wise to have an entire, like, platoon without any mage support. But, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna back up a little bit, but one thing you could say is a mistake is when we gave ourselves strength, it cost us 100 XP. So to get to the next level, we're gonna need, I guess, a lot more experience, because I think we have to make up all of that XP that we spent. So I think we're gonna try and get some skill points, or XP with the mages. Probably should have cast a Major Blessing, but it's fine. Yeah, like, in this case, Firestorm was pretty effective. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, so like I said, if they all shoot at the mages, we could easily lose. Yeah, we're trying to take out the mages first. Or excuse me, the ultras. Yeah, so we need to definitely do that. I kind of want to test this spell out. We haven't, you know, used this next. I want to get a little closer, I think. So we can basically get 5 kill spells for so 10 spell points for 5 is pretty great at this level of intelligence that we have the character at. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's incredible. That is so good. Because I assume it does magic damage, so you know, even if they're resistant to fire, they're still gonna get cooked. So that's great. We're gonna be using that a lot to get experience for Mia. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think if you have the same amount of enemies, Flame Strike is still pretty comparable, but yeah, that's a really good spell. Another thing we don't try very often is we never actually cast this. Again, we're gonna rest after this, so I think we're just gonna like just cast stuff that we don't usually cast. I think that this is pretty trash, but what does this do? Avatar. Cinnamon is an avatar, so blessed and invaluable, hasted. I guess that's magic resistance and something else. What is it? Status window. Auto shield. Magic resistance. Yeah, so model shield is pretty cool. Yeah. Then we'll cast Quickfire, Charge, Blessing, Protection. We've cast most of these. Smoky Quick Crystal. Oop Fuel. I don't know, Spray Fields? What is this? Oh, you can do a lot of these. That's interesting. I think we hit our own guy. Wow. That is actually not terrible. If you stack it, it might be kind of crazy. it's a cool spell, right? Again, you can argue, is it a useful spell? Right? But it is cool, especially if you think about the thematic element of just, you know, throwing out just huge amounts of uh of just fields, right? Pretty cool. So okay, the guardhouse is pretty beyond inside. There was one thing of note, a window overlooking the water with a large red button inside. You look out over the water and see a large spiral of rocks slide out of the way, leaving an opening for the boat to move through. Very cool. So I guess you could close it if you wanted to, but we don't want to do that yet. So I guess we'll go and continue exploring. Okay, that's a lot of things to fight. I imagine there has to be something to heal. But let's maybe save that for later. Okay, this is more stuff to fight. Rocky Bay. This is the second Rocky Bay we've encountered. That's interesting. Small. Okay, that's the same thing. So I assume we can move the rock out of the way. Let's kind of fill the map out a little bit. Yeah. There's nothing there. I just want to get an idea of how many places we have to go to. You maneuver your boat delicately among massive jagged rocks. Spectral destruction isn't here naturally. At a glance, the ceiling proves against right. Someone has blasted huge chunks of rock out of the way to block it. Okay. Close to the okay, the archer's up on the hill. Shall use the oars. The aim is good. Same thing. So this is another blockade. Okay, so they do actually do damage every time. That would make sense. So this is just another way to get to it, but I do want to get the XP though. So, I mean, there's plenty of XP the other way that we've ignored, but with this new 2 AP is so bad. Oh my god, but with this new spell we got, you know, I think we can easily get Mia up to higher levels. I think with Cinnamon we need to we don't have the range isn't crazy, but it's pretty great though. Like this is actually just so good. Like it's insane how good this is. Maybe not. We got two 27s, so that wasn't superb. Yeah, I guess we should probably heal, which is unfortunate because I really want to get more experience. But yeah, we should heal.
On who?
I guess we don't need to. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, let's get closer and do it again. You know, again, very expensive. Right, 10 mana is nothing to scoff at. And it does get low rolls occasionally, so it's not like it's 60 damage every time, right? Yeah, we can actually hit you with wound. Okay. so again, same thing. Kind of curious where this goes. That's a new map. Okay. Might be alchemy ingredients. Yo. That's it. Oh, you can actually. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know why this is here though. See, mushrooms. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Let's go back. Okay, so there might be. This is no way to get past there. Let's do this first.